Yo, what up? Welcome to another video. Thanks for tuning in. In this video, I want to talk to you about a C2 that I did with Doris. Doris, if you're watching this, thank you for the class. I appreciate it. It was really enjoyable. I don't really get the chance to make it out to Nobo for classes very often because I don't have a car and I live on campus pretty much right smack dab in the middle of the Hill studio and the Sobo studio. So those are, I have more than plenty available yoga classes. So I just don't make it down there, which is unfortunate, in part because I do love the teachers there, especially, Doris and Lauren. And I also have never even taken any of Daniel's classes, which is really unfortunate because I hear he's awesome. But I'll just get into this class. So one thing I really like about the way that Doris came to the class is that she was very much so herself, like really grounded, calm, and just having a conversation with the class. That certainly comes with experience, but it's cool to see that. Further, it's very obvious that she has been spending a lot of time with Matt because Matt Caffeinous cues seem to just bubble out of her. Or maybe she gave them to him, who knows, but I can definitely see the similarities in certain cues where you're like, huh, that's a different way of thinking about that. It actually feels pretty cool in my body now that it goes from audible to somatic learning. It's cool. It's like you don't have to work with the brain. It goes straight from audible to somatic. That's how you know it's a good cue. In this flow, Doris had a slightly more complex than usual Sun B. There was a part of it where I think we were in... There was like a fair amount of traveling between being in a lunge on your mat and then coming forward. We even came up from either it was a lunge or a variation of a warrior up into one-legged mountain and then moving forward from there. There was certainly some complexity to it, but it wasn't so much that it was not followable. I wouldn't have been able to do the Sun B flow without cueing. It was definitely one that needed guidance, but it was valuable. I'm a big fan of variety. And one thing that kind of came to mind with, just the varied poses and the way that Doris handles herself within the class was this idea of dynamic relaxation and relaxed effort. So you can be relaxed but still be putting out effort, or maybe relaxed isn't the right word, but calm, right? So calm effort, but also there's this aspect of dynamic relaxation. So think about in a hard pose, doing calm effort, at least this is what I think, is, being able to be in it and be giving it all the effort that it deserves wholly through your entire body, through every nerve, every inch of your body, but being okay with the fact that that's what's happening. Like not having any sort of emotional, I don't even want to say attachment because it's kind of an overused term, but no sort of emotional clinging to any sensation in the body. Simply feeling it and being grateful for the fact that it feels that way, even if it's hard. But still allowing it to be hard. And embracing the challenge. And then there's this idea of dynamic relaxation where like pigeon pose without a block for someone who has moderately tight hips is a great example of that, where you are in the pose and if you just completely went limp noodle, you let's say you have your right leg forward, or to switch it up, let's say you have your left leg forward. You because we always do right side first, which I know has some value, but I like the variety of switching it up. So again, I like variety. If you have tight hips and you completely go limp noodle, you're just going to fall onto your left butt cheek, come out of the pose, and be just limp. At the same time, you likely won't even really be able to breathe because you're not using the cervical extensors in your neck. A cue for that is to press your tongue against the roof of your mouth. But so there's this idea of dynamic relaxation. You're in pigeon pose, and while you're still relaxing and opening and breathing and calming and circulating and doing that, it's this idea that your body is still somewhat active. It's still bubbling, so to speak. Like, things are still moving. The stew is still stirring. Cook up the pot. I make myself laugh. Also, I just realized I forgot to have that light on. But yeah, so thanks for the class, Reese. Appreciate it. Peace.